Hello, folks. Hello to my one or two viewers that I'm getting lately. This is part of this, the Lusco, painting. So it's like, we have Australia here, Papua here, with seemingly with New Britain and Solomon Islands, and then there's this guy here. So I'm thinking this guy is like these, like basically that this pole that the bird is on is New Ireland, and the bird that is on the pole, I mean, it's either this island at the end of New Ireland or it's this other island that's just a little further that's called Manus. So it's hard to really be certain. So I'm just trying to compare the two. Like, so this is Manus. I mean, it seems like it should be Manus just because Manus is larger than that other one. But like, yeah, it's hard to know. Like here, it seems that this could be, these kind of sea mounts. There's this kind of ring of sea mounts around it, and that could be the bird, the shape of the bird, like the beak here, where it's just like these. It doesn't have a point really. It's just like the two upper and lower beaks sticking forward. Of course, matches for these two lines here. And so then if so, it's a question of, is this the tail or is this the tail? It could be that this is actually the tail, and that, during the Ice Age, this was less, more intact as an entire bird. So yeah, it's hard to really know for sure for me. Let's see. So then the other chance is that it's this one that's it's this one that's like the end part of New Ireland, and that this would be the bird's head here. That the tail would be this other side, which does match. Arguably, that matches better with the shape of the tail here than this does, or, well, we don't know what this used to be, if it's that. But this part, where it goes up and then out, that's like this, where it goes up and then out. So that could match for this, in which case this would be the bird's neck, and this would be the bird's head. Let's see. Bird's head, bird's head. So yeah, this would be that bird's head. So, Could be that. It doesn't, I mean, it doesn't like specifically match in any particular way, but it kind of could look like a bird's beak. Bird's head and bird's beak. And, you know, maybe they'd say the space between the two, the upper and lower beak is like some little bay in here or whatever. So I don't know. Don't know if it is that. So this is another possibility. I think for it to be this, it has to be let me see. Oh no, okay, yeah. So this would be the same as this, but just flipped over the other way. So instead of this being the bird's beak, these C mounts, it would be that this is the bird's beak here, and this is the bird's tail on this side, which would fit more or less for the shape of the tail. So yeah, it's hard to know which one of these it is. If you have an opinion, you can let me know, but but I'm thinking it's one of these. It's either this or that. You know, it's either Manus or it's this part of New Ireland. And yeah. And so yeah, this is it up close. So I mean, this could be like a beak. I mean, if this is the beak, then it would really make me suspect that these were partly geoengineered, you know, partly terraformed by the ancients, which some of these kind of things do seem to be like that they actually augmented or altered the landscape to match the avatar. Which it seems may have been done during the Bronze Age as well. All right, so this I just also wanted to focus on Australia here. So you know, basically, let's see, what is this? So this is like, this is the, you know, it's a bison or something, or a woolly mammoth, or I don't know what, and it has like a spear through it with a barbed arrow kind of, and so it's hard to know what that means. If this is, because there's an arrow here, and then there's basically an arrow here. But since this seemed to be land, that it could be that these arrows are also land. You know, it could be that there's something symbolic entirely, but or, you know, like a route or something. But this, you know, this one certainly seems to match for New Ireland, being right behind Papua. But yeah, so he has the spear coming through him with a barb coming out to the side, And so that seems to be this, you know, it's like you can't really see this stuff very well until you zoom in, but, you know, because this part here, this is Cape York. And then over here, it's like where it comes down again. So it's around here is this area. And there's this spear coming through. So I look around that area. And so I suspect that it's this thing here, which is, you know, a very prominent, I mean, it's the most prominent aspect of this whole landscape in the sense that it sticks out the furthest and is arguably the most distinctive. And then I think this, the way it's like, you know, kind of broken open, and then there's like this, what the Book of Two Ways calls the efflux of Osiris, and is maybe just like all the, you know, minerals and stuff from the earth that are, you know, joined with the water in this really shallow area. But anyway, it could be that that signifies the bleeding of the bison from the spear. And so yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the spear because it's basically the right angle and it's basically the right place. And I don't know what I did with the spear. Yeah, this I think is the spear. So, so this is a zoom in on that thing that comes out from right there. You know, so zoom in on that thing. So the question is it barbed like this spear in here, and is it barbed on the same side? So it comes down, this is the tip of the spear, and then this is a, you know, basically a backwards pointing barb on the tip of the spear. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it lines up with that. And I mean, technically, it has a bunch of barbs on it, but they just put the one. And then let's see, 420, nice. Okay, so there's the spear, and you know, like he has horns, of course. So this is a zoom in on this place here, showing you know, I'm sure this is a horn. And my guess is this one is the other horn, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I don't know if there's any horn that's exactly shaped like that, but it may be kind of stylized. So I think it could be this and this as the two horns. And they're like basically right there. And then it has like a little there's something right after that. So that, my guess is either this part or maybe this thing right here. Be that little thing there. And this is the back of the bison or the mammoth or whatever he is or she is. So actually this is not the best image for that, but you know, you can kind of see it. But in terms of the legs, I'm thinking that, you know, this could be one of the legs because this is like back there. So it could be or relate to one of the legs. And, you know, there's a chance it could just be these two things as the symbolizing the two legs. Or since one of the legs seems to be further over, could be that one is this and one is this. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing how bad this image is for that part. It's like on my other comparison, it showed the bison better in a way. But like it really does have this kind of shape up here on the corner. And then it has like a line that goes down there and then another line there. So I think one line is like this line that goes down here and then would go down to there. And then the other line is just the actual coastline. Yeah. And guess that's about it for today. Let me see if I got anything else. So yeah, I'm still not totally sure about this bird, but it's got to be one of these. I mean, it seems like it should be this. It should be Manus. So I'm just trying to figure out which angle would be best for it. And I'm not entirely sure about this figure here, whether that, like I was thinking he represents Antarctica entirely,